As a young girl, expectations were unbelievably high for Kiley Neushul. At age 12, the Santa Barbara native hailing from a water polo loving family was already carving up defenses against women in their 20s. She seemed destined to win high school state championships, NCAA titles, Olympic medals, and more. And she did. In fact, as a tactician with precision on both offense and defense, she spent the next 10 years amassing every honor a water polo player could want, sometimes more than once. The haul included 4 straight CAF titles in the late 2000s with Dos Pueblos High School, where she was named Section Player of the Year every year. Her club team, now Santa Barbara 805, won 5 junior Olympic titles. Again, playing up, she trained with the USA senior women ahead of the 2012 Olympics and then won her own gold in 2013 at the Junior Worlds. At the same time, she started her college career at Stanford, winning 3 NCAA titles and 2 Catino Awards. Now, firmly entrenched on the senior national team, Neushul added 3 world championships and the highlight, Olympic gold in 2016. Abroad, she won the European League and 3 Spanish League crowns competing for CN Sabadell, and back home helped the New York Athletic Club to multiple titles.
Growing up with Kiley was, I feel like inspiring is the first word that comes to mind. It was everything though. It was everything from exciting to frustrating to competitive. She was someone that just went full force at whatever she was doing. And water polo wise, what I think of when I think about Kiley is really like redefining what was possible for this sport. She just took it to another level, whatever level that was at, and that started when she was 10 years old, and that just didn't stop. Like, she moved through the water with ease. Her arm could hyperextend, so she had all these different release points. And when you combine that with the work ethic and drive, like, that's just an unbeatable combination. And then on top of that, she just had this will to win that when Kiley's on your team, like, no matter what, you know you have a chance.
The thing is, even as a 14-year-old, she'd been playing forever. I mean, honestly, 14 plus years, because her first exposure to high-level water polo was prenatal. And what really made Kiley an extraordinary water polo player was this combination of being able to see the space and time of the game comprehensively. So by space, she could see 360 degrees. From a frog's eye view, make better decisions than one could make from a drone's eye view. But her ability to also see time comprehensively was something way beyond her years. She could be engaged in, immersed in the world of the athlete, making decisions in the moment, but the whole time she was also seeing the season and her career from a deeper perspective.
Every day she came to the pool and she put 200% into any drill. Watching her and her teammates train during the 2016 cycle when you'd put that group together was an amazing thing. She was always one of the leaders. If you said 2 hands on your head with your fingers crossed, she found a way to put 3 hands on her head. She was that kind of worker. And she was also that way with skills outside of the water. This wasn't only relegated to water polo. She appreciated wisdom. Every plane flight that we got on, she found the seat next to the smartest human on the plane, and she picked their brain from the time that flight started till the time that flight ended. And she always had a job offer and a business card by the time we were getting off the plane.
I obviously played against her growing up, played against her in college. Finally being able to play with her on the national team, it was amazing. You know, she's tenacious and competitive and really, really water polo intelligent. And for me personally, Kiley was always kind of a rock. I could always look to her and depend on her. We played a lot on the 4-5 side together. Just having her in games, having her in there next to me, it always brought comfort and ease because I knew she was going out there and giving everything she had all the time. And I had a lot of faith and a lot of confidence, especially with her there next to me.
She would, during the course of a season, identify people, as a coach would, who could use confidence boosts, who needed development, and she could help them pursue their ambitions, but build their confidence so by the end of the year, they were ready for those big moments. And of course, if they weren't, Kiley was happy to step up. So saw countless times with club, with high school, and with our college team where we'd get to the end of the season and Kiley would explode and have her highest producing games in terms of goal scoring. It was something she could have done the whole season, but she was mindful of and managing the growth of the team throughout the season.
We were in this CIF Division I final, and we had gone into this game undefeated and found ourselves down by 5 goals at half. And she came up to me and she said something, and I said, I was like, we're gonna lose. And she looked at me and kind of grabbed me by the cap and was like, don't ever say that again. There's a whole nother half. We're not gonna lose this game. I'm not gonna let us lose this game. And we actually ended up winning on like her passing the ball to me twice to tie and go ahead, which it was all because of her and that inspiration in that moment. And I remember leaving that experience being like, I can't think this way. I have to change my mindset regardless of how much influence I can have on the game. I need to believe that I can win. And she just led us through this fiery comeback, once again, just redefining what is possible.
Her career is second to none, you know? She grew up playing water polo. I can't tell you how many JOs she probably won. Then she goes to college and wins a bunch of national championships and gets 2 Catino awards, and then she comes to the national team and wins more here. That girl is as decorated as they come, and she's brought so much to the sport. She's brought so much to the national team. She's just a loyal friend and a good person. She's had a huge impact no matter where she's been, that's for sure.
I think the entire Neushul family dedicated themselves to this sport, and their entire family has sacrificed for that. And I know that that's important to Kiley, that not just she is recognized, but that her entire family is recognized for this achievement of hers and for the legacy that they left on the water polo worlds.
Kiley just does things fearlessly, and I think I'm so proud of her for staying true to who she was when navigating when it was time for her to move on, and that her heart was kind of pulling her somewhere else. And to get to see her do all these things that maybe she's been waiting to do or like didn't even know that she was interested in. Like right now she's making sourdough bread, and it's so fun to experience these different life things together. And just continue to be you, continue to be yourself. Don't apologize for who you are, and you're perfect the way you are, and you're an inspiration to everyone. So just keep crushing it.